30 people. It was the largest kind of organized temporary affiliation you could have. It was 3 squads, one after another, with a command structure, and 10 Liberators in a platoon was absolutely devastating.
Oh yeah.
Max is just going to walk away, because hey, why not? Going to trust in its armor plating to get itself out of that situation.
And those type of platoons are going to be the ones that succeed the most in Planetside too. That type of coordination, when you can get 30 guys all on the same page, you're just going to destroy everything.
Link up with your friends and do this kind of stuff. That's what the game encourages you to do. If you want to run around on your own, it's okay. You know, you can have a fairly fun experience, but the most fun that I had in Planetside was when I played with others, and it's really easy to do that. Stupidly easy to do that. Just join an outfit or join a squad that happens to be going. Even just get involved with a driver in a vehicle. You can talk to the driver, and then you can roll around as a little team and try and make a bit of a difference in this ridiculously large war.
And the community is so great. They love getting new players in their outfits. They want more people to play with them.
Oh yeah, I remember being trained up by several outfits when I played the original Planetside. And that's what they're like, and then maybe you end up joining an outfit that's specially for a certain kind of operation. Maybe these guys do nothing but galaxy drops. Maybe they do nothing but aircraft.
Yeah, if you want to, if you liked what you saw with that Liberator gunner, you can make a whole outfit just dedicated to Liberators, and you can tell commanders like, hey, look, I have 100 guys that are all getting Liberators right now if you need me, and you can just be specialized in that aircraft.
Just hop over here to find a different perspective. The new conglomerate are suffering just a little bit at the moment, which is what I like to see, a little bit of NC suffering. Does that make me a bad person?
A little bit.
I'm okay with that. I can live with it.
Well, if it's a VS suffering, I think we're both okay with that.
Yeah, that's fine. That's the one thing we can agree on.
Yes. Then we're not bad people.
Terran Republic actually doing incredibly well. It's about to capture this point by the looks of it. We've got the viewpoint of an infiltrator here.
Sporting the nice desert camo.
Yep. Good camo to have, considering.
Yeah, this sort of biome that they're in right now is the canyon area in a desert continent. We have 2 other biomes on this continent that you will get to see once you get your hands on this game.
I believe those 2 continents have been announced, actually.
Oh, yes. The first one is Amarish, which is more of like a Scottish Highlands, and the other one is Esamir, which is an ice continent.
We're seeing a lot of different kinds of warfare on those 2 continents. Amarish, I think, was one of my personal favorites from the original game.
Oh yeah, I liked Amarish as well. It's just the way it looks and it feels just really nice. Very lush, very green.
There'll be a lot of forest fighting, some swamp fighting there, if I recall correctly, as well. Terran Republic has now taken over the SAM station. Now, in a real game, what might have happened here is that the SAM station would be used for a staging post for the next attack. What you'll usually see is a base will be taken over, and then since you have the spawning advantage, since you can spawn a lot of players at that location, you'll clean up the remnants of the attacking side, and at that point you will organize your next strike. Where do you want to attack at that point? Which facility do you want to take? And then you'll start rolling out, usually as an outfit. You'll generally find a large number of tanks and aircraft and transport vehicles rolling out in one direction to take a base over. Maybe you load up your Galaxy dropships.
Yeah, what you see happen a lot is people get surprise attacked. The Terran Republic could have 2 facilities. One of them could get surprise attacked, and then all of them go to the second facility to kind of defense up and wait for them to bring that attack. And this time they're more prepared. So sometimes in Planetside, it's not always the initial fight, it's the fight after that first fight. That stuff really starts to happen.
Yeah, then the fight takes on a life of its own. It takes on a momentum.
Yeah, definitely.
It usually involves finding where exactly the fight is going on. Everyone wants to be in the big fight, of course, so they tend to gravitate in that direction. And then you've got smaller operations that deal with side bases. They deal with outposts. They deal with spec ops. They can go and take bases from behind enemy lines.
Yeah, and with Planetside 2, we have every single piece of the map is capturable. So you can have a spec ops squad go take only the left side of the map to kind of deflect from the main fight. The next thing you know, you have 2 fights going on, and the spec ops team did their mission, and now you can take over the main fight.
The cool thing about that is you can either be involved in that, or you can just have it happen to you. It's dynamic. Yeah, so a Spec Ops team does something in the background. You might not have been involved in that in any way, but it still has an impact on you. Either you end up losing that base as a result and it suddenly affects your battle tactics, or you gain a foothold which you otherwise wouldn't have had because some enterprising players in an outfit have gone out of their way to do something particularly special.
Yeah, and I always like being part of that Spec Ops group. Sometimes with all these players it's a little overwhelming. People aren't used to it at first. They kind of die a lot in the beginning. I always like to be part of that smaller group to kind of flank and take over those smaller outposts.
Yeah, I was a big fan of that too. Not to mention though, I still like getting involved in the big.
Oh yeah,
big
that's always
fight.
the bread and butter.
Yeah, throw yourself in there, drop yourself from a galaxy. You'll probably last about 5 seconds, and that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
You're gonna die a lot. That's the nature of the game. There are of course extreme situations where your faction can be pushed completely off a continent. This time around, things have changed just a little bit. Why don't you explain what happens if, say, the Vanu Sovereignty lose all foothold on a particular continent?
If they lose all foothold on a continent, they still have one area inside the warp gate where they can still kind of regroup. Let's say a faction is like the TR takes the whole continent, and you have the NC in their foothold and the VS in their foothold. It's going to be hard for TR to kind of just keep one foothold down. So somebody's going to be able to leak out. They're not going to be able to take the whole continent and kind of just keep everyone in this one area.
We have lost every point. All TR, go to capture point C.
Now, that was not a voice command. That was actually voice over IP being used.
Yes, that was somebody who was playing, who was instructing their teammates to take over capture point C.
Show me what you're made
everyone's
of.
kind of friended and in a group here at E3, so that may very well have been one of the Sony guys from their various offices.
It very well could be. I'm trying to recognize some of these names. These are guys that I'm used to playing with every day.
Victory has not eluded us. Fight harder.
Well, the VS are doing fairly well, but unfortunately they've only got one capture point, so the TR are rapidly catching up on that.
Yeah, you can see A and C are red, so TR has those. VS only has B.
New Conglomerate nowhere to be seen on this. One assumes that when you don't have any capture points, with those points to the side, the bars will gradually decay?
Right now they currently do not. They kind of just stop. We are also always looking at different options, different type of gameplay styles. Right now we just picked this gameplay style for E3 so players can kind of experience the game.
TR Mosquito going in there for a strafing run, trying to get out there before he gets gunned down. There's quite a lot of aircraft in the sky right now.
Oh yes.
That one is not going to be there for much longer.
That one looked like it was crashing.
Yeah, I'm going to go with crashing. Oh, he got knocked off the side. This is not going to be pleasant for him.
He lived with just barely a little bit of life left.
Well, unfortunately, now he's out in the middle of nowhere, which has a tendency of getting you killed. Sniped, run over, bombarded by rockets from the sky.
Oh, yeah.
All manner of unpleasant deaths just waiting for you.
He's sniper candy right now.
Oh, yeah. He's fortunate, though. He's managed to make
he has
himself
the jump jets.
Yep,
Does he do it? Yes,
there you
that's
go.
good. You
He's
have to really time that jump. I mean, that was a good move.
Well, he is a light assault, so it didn't take too much damage on the way down. And now he actually has a perfect opportunity to try and grab that point C. He's right next to it. Admittedly, it could be fairly well defended. He has a squad mate over to the side there that you can see directly on the HUD.
Oh, there's somebody.
That is a target. That's worth trying to take out.
And he got him.
Nice grab. He's actually on a 3-kill streak at the moment.
Yeah.
It's working out well for our Vanu Sovereignty player. Might try to use the elevator to get out there. The facility's being successfully defended by the TR, though.
What happened? VS was almost taking it over.
Well, it looks like the VS were slacking just a little bit, unfortunately for them.
I'm still a little disappointed in my team and my NC players.
Well, you know, there's always a space on the Terran Republic, and hello, it looks like we're back in a Liberator. It's these guys again. I like these guys. They can stay. Ooh, they actually filled up the Liberator this time.
Yeah,
They have a tail gunner too.
You can see on the right underneath the vehicle icon, there's three seats all taken. So we have somebody in the tail gunner, in the pilot seat, and the bomber seat.
Yep, the Liberator being used as a full-on gunship at this stage. Very durable, difficult to bring out of the sky, very tough, and a lot of firepower available.
Yep.
You can essentially reduce an area to ash there.
Yeah, they came here with bad news.
Yeah, Liberator is taking a lot of hits, but he can. You know, that's the great thing about Liberator, is a tough beast to bring down.
Yeah.
Blowing up his own tank, we can forgive him for that. Max unit's a perfect target for a large Liberator cannon. Even the tail gun also being used for that.
And this pilot is flying beautifully. I mean,
Oh,
he's doing
he knows his stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, hello.
Oh, trying to reload.
This is my favorite thing. Oh, he's missed the sniper. How
Oh,
unfortunate. Oh, it looks like they're going down finally. They become too much of a threat.
Oh, they're getting out of there. They know they have one hit left. Oh, look at that. Oh, and he
Nice
knocked out.
bail on the ground there. Very nice. Impressive play there. Those guys know what they're doing.
Yeah, they definitely knew what they were doing.
And think about just that's what one vehicle can do.
Yep.
So why don't you have 100 of them?
Yeah, and have all those guys be experienced like that. You're talking about a
You
very...
can obliterate a base. You absolutely can. Like, if is there anyone outdoors against 50 to 100 Liberators, they're dead. It's as simple as that. You can carpet bomb the entire area, but of course that means that you're more likely to see a lot of other players either stay in tougher vehicles or actually get into aircraft to intercept and bring down that bomber force.
Yeah, and that's how the battlefield kind of just flows. You see, if everyone brings aircraft, then you might want to counter with some aircraft or counter with some anti-air.
Now, in the original game, you were limited as to the vehicles you can get in based on your certifications. This time you seem to have a lot more flexibility.
Yeah, in Planetside 2, we have unlimited customization with our certifications. You can get as many certifications as you want. It'll take you years to get everything. That's if we never update the game, which we will update the game. So you really get to cert however you want. So like we said, if you really want it to be just Liberator specific, you can cert the entire Liberator and all of its customization. So you are completely fully stacked in Liberator.
It's also known as, of course, that you do earn experience for being in a squad. It's incentivized. You really should be. If you're not, then you probably need to be thinking, well, why aren't I in a squad? This is so beneficial.
Yeah, and we try to auto-squad players so they are in a squad. They can get used to being in a squad. And it's just more fun to play in a squad.
A VS Max unit being supported by his brethren. And so we're about to get rather hot for them rather quickly by the looks of it.
That looks like a good grenade throw. Looks like he got some kills, maybe some assists.
They did the job, unfortunately. Ah, hello.
That guy.
Well, ladies and gents, we are, I believe, about to wrap up today's live stream.
Yeah, thank you again for coming by. I mean,
Thanks to those who stuck around for over 2 hours actually watching this Planetside action. We will have more for you tomorrow.
And I promise you, NC will do better. They were winning before you came, I promise. You didn't get to see it.
Is it a morale kind of effect, or?
Yeah, definitely.
You need to bring your blue and yellow tie tomorrow.
Yeah. Well, I was wearing my NC colors, so I did them proud.
Will you truly allow yourself to lose?
There you go, folks. Planetside 2 brought to you live from E3. We will be back at the same time tomorrow for yet more live streaming action. If you happen to be coming to E3 tomorrow, do come and visit us. We are in the west entrance, where it's pretty hard to miss. Do come and play the game. Watch the theater presentation and get yourself a beta key. Go try out whichever faction you prefer. If you're not coming to E3, fear not. All of these VODs will be available over on youtube.com/TotalHalibut, shameless plug. And also we'll be streaming tomorrow at the same place, twitch.tv/Totalbiscuit. I'd like to thank everyone who has viewed the stream today and everyone that's come by to visit the SOE booth. You can come and try any of the titles, including Planetside 2, the feature presentation, as well as various other games such as DC Universe and Bullet Run. My name has been Totalbiscuit, joined by the one and only Adam Clegg. Thank you very much. Thank you also to Maggie for interviewing and commentary earlier. Thanks to the SOE guys for showing us this look into Planetside 2. You're going to be seeing way more of this in the future, and of course way more tomorrow at the same time. That's 3 p.m. Pacific. We'll see you next time.